Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video, and today we're going to be playing some live ladder using 3.0 Xbow Cycle. You know it, you love it. It has been quite a long time since I've made a ladder pushing video, let alone one with commentary. I think the last time I made one with commentary was over a month ago, around the start of last season, where I made a top 200 early season ladder push, which was a pretty cool video. I enjoyed it a lot. And the last time I made a ladder pushing video in general was also just about a month ago, where I used 3.0 Xbow Cycle at first. Then I made another one with Xbow Cycle with Bomber, if you guys remember that. But that was last season. Right now we are closing in on the end of season 27 in September, and I am just about top 5,000 in the world. Not too high, but not entirely low either. And I thought we could just do a small little push to Grand Champion, 7,300 trophies, since it has been quite a while and it would be fun. Now, I was playing a bit earlier today and I had these two interesting matches. I was just playing this Xbow Executioner Tornado deck for fun. It's definitely not viable. I would not recommend it, although I might be using it in the Road to 100 12-win Classic Challenges series, since it is a lot of fun. It's just, with the lack of a big spell, it's really not viable in many matchups at all. This one, I would say, is pretty close to 100-0. This one as well, I played Logbait for one game, and I played Recruits with triple spells, arrows, which I asked Riley, and he said it's 100-0 as well. So, pretty funny that we were able to win these two very interesting 100-0 matchups, but we are going to be going back to 3.0 Xbow Cycle, so let me just substitute those cards back, get the Fireball and Archers back, and I am also in my friend Kenny CR's clan. If you guys know who Kenny is, or if you don't know who he is, he's a pretty cool Icebow player. He makes a lot of fun and educational videos on Icebow, with commentary of course, and he makes matchup guides and other general videos, so if you're a fan of Icebow, make sure you check him out. He's really cool and his videos are a lot of fun. But with all that being said, let's try and get some nice wins today, and let's get right into the first match. So we are in one against a Chinese player. Queue time shouldn't take too long, since I'm not at the very top of ladder, but we're going to cycle log first play, see what kind of deck our opponent's going to be running. He's not going to play anything, so it could be a heavier deck, or he just maybe doesn't have the best hand and doesn't want to cycle. And he goes with Skeleton Dragon, so this could be a Lavahound deck, but it could also be that new Royal Hogs. There is a new Royal Hogs deck running around with Mother Witch, Cannon Cart, and he's going to play a Cage, so this could still be either one of the decks. Could be Lava or Royal Hogs. I'm really not sure. I don't really want to commit just in case it is going to be Lava. But okay, he's going to play the Log. That pretty much confirms it's going to be the Royal Hogs deck, so this deck's going to have Mother Witch. There it is. I should probably just Fireball that. Has Cannon Cart as well. And Royal Hogs, of course, the newly buffed card. They are incredibly strong. Personally, I don't see why they needed the buff at all, but we kind of have to deal with it, so here we are. He's going to go Skelly Dragons in the back, so I guess he's going to go set up for a bigger Royal Hogs push. I'm just going to play my Archers, and then Ice Spirit, and we are back to another Tesla. I was kind of hoping those Archers would take care of both the Skelly Dragons. Looks like it's not the case, but we should only take one Royal Hog hit, and we are still up in damage, so that's cool. Plus our opponent's going to have to respond to this Knight. Now we can't really go in with Xbows super aggressively, since he does have the Cannon Cart, which is a very good response to the Xbow, as you guys know. Plus it's only 5 elixir, so it's even cheaper than the Xbow, so we really have to be careful. I'm going to use Skeletons for this Goblin Brawler, but I'm going to play them a little low, just because our opponent's going to be having the Mother Witch. Don't really want to be giving him a lot of Mother Witch value for free, and I don't think I want to be going same lane as our opponent either, so we're just going to cycle a pre-Tesla on the back, but we might end up switching lanes if we choose to build a bigger push. I'm going to start log cycling in the right, actually, and we do want to be careful of if he goes for a Cannon Cart in the middle to snipe our Tesla, because that is a play that you can make. If you guys didn't know, you can't snipe a high defensive Xbow, but you can actually snipe a Tesla with a Cannon Cart, and he's going to go for a Fireball, so I think I'm going to go with an Xbow now. He's going to go Cannon Cart. We're going to block it with the Knight, And we want to get Log ready for the Mother Witch. Looks like she's going to spawn 2 Cursed Hogs, which kind of sucks. He's going to go for Royal Hogs. We're just going to Fireball them. And Skeletons as well to try and finish them off. Looks like we didn't take any Royal Hog damage, which is cool. We're going to cycle Ice Spirit, try and get it to the tower in the right. He's going to go for a cage, so we're just going to reset. But yeah, not really easy to break through in this matchup. And he's actually just going to Fireball Cycle us. So I guess we might need to get up a defensive Xbow, since it is one of the main ways we can try and support an offensive Xbow push. He's going to go for Royal Hog Skeleton Dragon, so we're going to protect our Tesla with our Knight. And we can't exactly go in here. Well, I guess we can, but he's probably just going to be able to get away with a cannon cart on top. But we might as well just set up a push to apply pressure. He's going to go for the cart, so we're going to log, wait till we can hit the Goblin Brawler as well, just for some value. And we're going to go for Fireball and Ice Spirit on the Royal Hogs. Looks like we might take some damage. And we take 2 hits from the Brawler as well. We're going to go with Archers here, since if our opponent wants to be cycling very aggressive Fireballs in the left, we want to punish him for it. He's going to go for a Mother Witch on the Skeletons. So we're going to go for a Tesla up high. And Xbow now. He is going to be back to Cannon Cart, so we want to have Archers ready for that. And just Fireball this cage. It's basically going to be dead, but we kind of need to start catching up in spell damage anyways. He's going to go for Royal Hogs. We can kind of use our Archers in the same lane here, taking advantage of the fact that our opponent doesn't really want to be fireballing in this lane. He wants to be fireballing in the left, but he is actually going to fireball there, so we're just going to reset with a Tesla. He's going to go for Royal Hogs. There's the cannon cart that I was talking about, but we're just going to play low Archers. We don't want to take any Royal Hogs damage at all, so we're going to go for a Fireball to keep up the damage. We are actually ahead by 1 log, if you guys know, so that's really cool. If we can just try and keep that advantage, we're going to try and get back to a Knight for this Mother Witch. And Fireball, as well as Log, and that should actually be the game. So we didn't manage to break through there. We just want a Tesla in case those Hogs would have broken through again, but we didn't really manage to break through. I would say this is probably our matchup, but it's not necessarily very heavy in our favor. I think if played perfectly, they shouldn't be able to break through, and it should be a pretty good matchup, but we also can't really break through, as you saw. And if we just go with reckless offensive Xbows, they're probably just going to get the opportunity to even spell cycle our Xbows with Fireballs and Logs, and we obviously don't want that. But one thing you'll notice that I did in that match was I kind of switched lanes earlier on, since I didn't really want to be going same lane. If I'm going offensive Xbows and he's going to be log cycling them, I don't want that to be in the lane where I already have more damage, since that would just be contributing more to the tiebreaker. But with all that being said, pretty nice win. Let's get into the next match against Hina from, I think, a Chinese clan or Japanese. Either way, we have Skeletons, Log, don't want to cycle Tesla or Fireball, of course. He's going to go for a Lavahound first play now. We have a really unfortunate hand for dealing with that, and he's going to have bats as well, so I'm thinking this is going to be Lava Clone, which might not be what we're looking for, since we don't even have Electro Spirit. We use 3.0 with Ice Spirit, but we're going to go Archers. We didn't have Xbow or Tesla in hand, which is why I said it was pretty unfortunate. We're going to go for a Tesla, and thankfully it actually targets the Lumberjack, and it should target the Baby Dragon next, so that is actually pretty fortunate for us. We're going to try and get a nice Fireball and everything, and we take some damage, but we defended that pretty well, considering we had a pretty bad hand, considering no Archers or no Archers or Xbow in hand. But we do have it now, and one of the saving graces in this matchup, I would say, is being able to go in when they don't have Lava in hand, since they don't really have the best support. They're going to be kind of scrambling to defend. Looks like he did cycle back to Lava though, and we're going to find out if he's going to have arrows or not. Although I guess he doesn't have to go arrows in this scenario, he can probably just go bats on our Archers if he wants, but we're going to go with the Tesla. And he might be cloning now, so instead of going with a Knight, I'm going to go for Skeletons, and then just a late Fireball and everything. I could have tanked for the Tesla with the Knight, but again, like I said, I wanted to be able to fireball in case he went clone, and I wouldn't have had enough elixir to go with it immediately, which is why I kind of held off. So he's probably going to have Skarmy in this deck as well. He hasn't revealed it. But we're going to go with an Xbow again. He's going to go Baby Dragon. We're actually going to go Xbow in the right, since that Baby Dragon would have targeted our Xbow. Looks like he's going to go for Lava. So we're going to go for a Tesla now. Hopefully it targets Baby Dragon first. It does not, but that's fine. He's going to go for Fireball, so we're going to go Knight, just to protect from the Baby Dragon, and wait for the second Lavahound to pop, and then go with a Fireball and everything. And we have the surviving archers, since he went to Fireball or Tesla instead of the archers. So we're going to go with an Xbow now, and we're going to log opposite lane. He might be back to Lumberjack now, so he's probably going to go for that. We're going to go Knight on top, right as it gets into tower targeting range, and we get a nice connection. We're going to go with low archers, and then skeletons to distract so that our archers can stay alive, hopefully, and go right back in with another Xbow. He might not even have anything in hand here. He has Skarmy, but he goes with it late. That is going to be tower, and it looks like we got a pretty nice win against Lava Clone. It looks like our opponent did have Fireball instead of arrows, which I think is huge. Fireball is pretty good since it can do a lot of damage, especially to the Tesla, as our opponent tried to go for. But the one thing about Fireball is that it's not 3 elixir like the arrows, and I would say 3 elixir arrows in this matchup are a lot more annoying, since they can just easily take out our archers for an even 3-for-3 trade, and that is not going to be what we want. So I think this is a bit of a better matchup with Fireball, though I'm not entirely sure what the exact matchup percentage is for 3.0 without E-Spirit. But pretty nice win again. Let's try and get one more. Go into the next match. Alright, and we found a game against GS, Heart, and then some Chinese characters, which I don't know what they mean, but if we do win this game, we are going to be in Grand Champion, which will be pretty cool. So we're going to see if we can do it. We don't have any cycle cards in hand, but our opponent isn't playing anything either, so we're just going to cycle a Knight in the back and see how he's going to respond to that. He's going to go with a Valk. We're actually going to go with an Xbow just to find out what he has. We're not really going to overcommit to this Xbow. We're just going to let it die. He goes for an Inferno Dragon, so I'm actually thinking this is going to be Graveyard. There's the Graveyard on cue. We're going to go with Ice Spirit and Skeletons for the Inferno. If he goes with a Freeze, we have our log ready, which he does, and I'm going to log. I could have logged, I was thinking of logging the Valkyrie in the left as well, but those Skeletons probably would have gotten a fair amount of damage, so I'm okay with that. And this one Archer might get a hit as well, which would be nice. No, it does not. But we're just going to reset again with a Knight in the back. So he should have Bowler, Electro Wizard, as 2 other cards in this deck. Baby Dragon, okay. But I have seen this Graveyard variant that has both Valkyrie and Bowler. So Baby Dragon just going to take care of the Knight. He's going to go with the Valk. Tesla should stay alive for both of them. Actually going to go with Skeletons on the Baby Dragon as he goes for an Ewiz. We're going to go with Archers, which we do kind of want to save for the Graveyard, but we didn't really have much of a choice there, and we are still going to be able to defend just fine. And I'm actually going to go with an Xbow now, since if he goes with a push in the opposite lane, we don't really want to be able to give him that opportunity, since we don't have archers in hand. So we're just going to go in and kind of force him to defend our Xbow. And as you can see, we kind of cycled back to our archers in the process. He's going to go with the Graveyard now, so we want to cycle back to Log for when he goes Freeze. As you can see, Log is very useful at clearing out those Skeletons when he goes with the Graveyard Freeze push. Log in general is really good against Graveyard, but really good in that use case. So we're going to go with an Expo now. We have a pretty hefty counter push, and I am thinking of fireballing this, as well as going with a Tesla to protect our Expo. It's going to take care of the Baby Dragon, not the Bowler, not the Ewiz, but we are fine. We still have a damage lead, and we did outcycle his Bowler, so I think we're going to go in now. He went with a Predictive Inferno Dragon. We're going to go with Knight for the Baby Dragon, and then Skeletons for the Inferno Dragon, since we don't really want the Inferno to DPS down our Knight, but we don't want the Baby Dragon to kind of splash our Skeletons away either. So that was kind of a defense that let us get the best of both worlds. We're going to go with a Tesla for this bowler, and I think Xbow now, to kind of force out some kind of defense by our opponent. We don't have enough for archers right away, so we're going to log first and then go archers. The one downside of that is that we don't have login cycle if he went with a freeze, but looks like he didn't, so that's fine. And we do kind of want to be careful if he goes with a freeze with this Inferno, as he does. So we had Ice Spirit at the ready for that. We're just going to Ice Spirit, and then we're going to try and go all in with this push, since that was quite a lot of a elixir commitment by our opponent. He went with a freeze, and he might go Ewiz now, so we're going to go with Tesla and Skeletons to predict it, as he does. So very nice prediction on our end, getting a pretty sizable lock. This Tesla will tank for the Xbow, which means we get even more of a connection, and that is going to be pretty good for us. So we have a pretty good damage lead now. We just need to sit back. Defensive Xbow, which is very good against graveyards. We're going to Fireball the Inferno, which lets us get back to our Skeletons. He goes for a NATO Freeze, but as you can see, defensive Xbow is helping out a lot against a tower. That Ice Spirit was actually not very well placed by me. It should have went to the Inferno Dragon sooner, so we actually took a fair amount of damage there. My bad. But we are going to go with a Knight at the bridge to tank for this graveyard. We don't want the graveyard tank to come in. Our tower will be able to target the graveyard skeletons, and we're going to wait till everything clumps up and then go for a log. We want to go Ice Spirit and Tesla to retarget the baby dragon, and we want to go with a Fireball as well, since we kind of need to keep up in damage now. We're going to go with archers, get our log ready for when he goes with a freeze. There it is. Back to a Fireball now, and we take some skeleton damage, but we are thankfully able to come away with the victory in tiebreaker. So got pretty dicey at the end there. I kind of messed up one of my Ice Spirits, as you saw, which meant the Inferno Dragon got a bit more damage than I would have liked it to. But all in all, pretty nice win against Graveyard Freeze, and that is going to put us in Grand Champion, 7,300 trophies, new league reach, chest speed up, all of that stuff. And we are now top 3,242 in the world. That is kind of an arbitrary number, but it was nice that we were able to get those nice wins. And let me know what you guys thought about this kind of ladder video. I am not really planning to push very seriously at this end of season kind of ladder period, since I haven't been feeling the best, which is why I also haven't been too active with uploads, but I'm trying to make some nice content for you guys, and this was another attempt at that. So let me know what you guys thought about the video. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave your thoughts. Feel free to leave any other suggestions for video ideas you have. I have a bunch of Grand Challenge content that I just have to get around to editing, because I was planning on getting some text tips in there, and I did say I was going to make a mid-ladder video, possibly, so that might be saved for next season, since I kind of want it to be a bigger kind of guide video rather than just me pushing mid-ladder. I kind of want to include some useful tips for you guys getting through mid-ladder, and I thought that would be a better project than just a simple mid-ladder push. So I might be working on that next season to kind of make it a high-quality, bigger video. Let me know what you guys think about that, and again, let me know if you enjoyed the ladder push with commentary. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys later, and take care.